1887, it was the Great Northern Railroad that put Glasgow on the map, named by placing a finger on a spinning globe. For the next 6 years, the sheriff was 150 miles away, making it a destination for outlaws. The Wild West was definitely in full swing. In 1909, the government doubled the Homestead Act, creating the first homestead boom in the area. Over the next 10 years, there were 10,000 land claims in Valley County. After the Great Depression, the Fort Peck Dam project kept the town of Glasgow alive. Since then, the population has fluctuated, but today Glasgow remains an oasis of small-town America.
Good morning.
The story goes back to 1891. 3 railroad boxcars arranged to form a letter H was Glasgow's first hospital. They consisted of an operating room, drug storage, and a patient ward. In 1891, Dr. Mark Hoyt established a practice, being the only surgeon for all of Valley County. After A.W. Mahon donated land for the new hospital, Francis Hoyt Mahon Memorial Hospital opened its doors in 1911. The name honored Frances Hoyt Mahon, wife of A.W. Mahon and sister to Dr. Hoyt. From 1935, FMDH has grown and evolved into what it is today.
FMDH is a critical access hospital, and that is a designation given to eligible rural hospitals by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. The critical access hospital designation is designed to reduce the financial vulnerability of rural hospitals and to improve access to healthcare by keeping essential services in rural communities. To accomplish this goal, critical access hospitals receive certain benefits, such as cost-based reimbursements for Medicare services. To gain this status, hospitals must meet the following conditions. They have to have 25 or fewer acute care inpatient beds, must be located more than 35 miles from another hospital, must maintain an annual average length of stay of 96 hours or less for acute care patients, and it also must provide 24/7 emergency care services.
Unlike in a larger facility, in a rural critical access hospital, many people are trained to do multiple jobs. We are one of the main hospitals in Northeast Montana, and as we are such a great distance from a larger facility, we're often the first in line to stabilize complicated patients before they're transferred to a specialist.
In nursing, when you work at FMDH, you have the opportunity to work in many specialties, sometimes all in the same shift. I've had shifts that I held the hand of an elderly woman as she took her last breath, helped in the emergency department with an acute heart attack patient, and delivered a baby, all in one 12-hour stretch. My job here has never felt redundant. I am cross-trained personally to the labor and delivery unit, emergency department, intensive care unit, and med-surg. If I need a break from one unit, I can easily work in a different unit the next day.
This flexibility contributes to a lot of job satisfaction. FMDH offers many opportunities to expand your horizons and stay excited about your work. It can be very difficult to get into coveted departments in large hospitals like labor and delivery, ICU, ER. The other beauty of a small facility is that access that staff members have to their supervisors and administration. Our hospital administration team knows their employees, and the hospital really comes together to support each other when times are difficult.
For being small, Glasgow has a lot to offer for adults. There are many different leagues to join around town. There's basketball, volleyball, cornhole leagues. We have a golf course that has a men's and women's league. A lot of times people fill their weekends with hunting, fishing, and boating and camping.
I feel the community of Glasgow prioritizes youth activity and involvement in some of those activities that my wife and I enjoyed and benefited from as children.
Glasgow has abundant outdoor recreation for every month and every season. I'm a runner. We've got great running community here. And then summertime is all about the big lake, walleye, and fishing. Winter is a really special time here. Ice fishing is sort of king in terms of fishing. We have big walleye, big northern pike in Fort Peck Lake. We also have kids fishing opportunities. We've got Home Run Pond, which is a kids fishing pond right on the outside of town. In the fall, there is some of the best bird hunting, waterfowl and upland hunting anywhere in the country. The big game hunting around town between white-tailed deer, mule deer, elk, and the Missouri River breaks is also world class. The cool thing is there's access for all of those activities through public and private land that's open for public hunting.
I love how safe our community is. If it's below 0 in January, you can go into the grocery store and leave your car running in the parking lot, and it's still waiting for you when you come out, and warm when you're all done shopping.
This is also the most caring and generous community that I've ever been a part of. If somebody's in need, others will rally around them to provide whatever is needed. I also don't go into a restaurant or a place of business here without seeing somebody I know, and there's comfort in that.
We really wanted to be a part of a community where we knew our neighbor. That was really big to my wife and I, and one where our kids could safely walk the streets, and that's Glasgow. And look no further than what happens in our community in Glasgow when a family's in need. This town always steps up.
My husband and I love our neighborhood. Our daughter will spend countless summer evenings outside with the neighbor kids, riding bicycles, rollerblading, or whatever game their imaginations create.
The Glasgow School District, it's really the pride of our rural community. We have over 800 children in kindergarten through 12th grade. We've got a K-5 elementary building built in 2015, a traditional 6th through 8th middle school, and a 9-12 high school. Our grade levels range in Glasgow between 60 and 70 kids a grade, and our schools offer 13 sanctioned high school sports and over 25 clubs and activities at the high school level. Scotty Pride is something that will develop inside you. Visitors can sense it. We're in the middle of nowhere, and we don't have a college or university to root for in our backyard. Our community members have fully embraced this community's youth in a way that is really the envy of other small towns. And they really gush about our Scotties and why they are so important to them. We embrace the newcomers and new people and help them fully integrate, and I guess that to me is Scotty Pride.
When I moved to Glasgow, I found that people genuinely wanted to help make sure I got settled in and connected. While being the most rural community I have ever lived in, Glasgow has so much to offer.
Thank you so much for watching our video. Please go to our website at fmdh.org and go to the Employee Benefits and Education Opportunities page. At FMDH, our vision is to be the best place to work, the best place to practice medicine, and the best place to receive care in rural America. Please consider joining our team.